Hey viewers, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, I have explained exercise 4.3 till third problem. So now in this video, I am going to proceed with the first main fourth problem. Okay, so here the divisor they have given as x plus pi. Okay, so what you have to do here, the same dividend you have to consider now again. So x plus pi is your divisor, and your dividend is nothing but x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay, so now what you have to do, the same procedure you have to follow here. So the first term of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor, isn't it? So x cube divided by x square. So what you are going to get here, x. What you are going to get here, x and x will get cancelled. Here x square will remain, right? So that x square is there, no? That is your first term of the quotient. Okay, so now after that the same procedure you have to follow over here. So the first term of the quotient multiplied by the first term of the divisor, that is x square into x is nothing but here x cube, isn't it? So after that x square into pi is nothing but pi x square. Okay, so now the next step is what? You have to change the sign. So now here x cube and x cube will get cancelled. So you can see here x square as it is. So 3 and pi is the constant term, right? So what you have to do now, 3 minus pi as it is. Okay, 3 minus pi. Okay, so this is constant. For that sake I have written like that, 3 minus pi as it is. So you can take 22 by 7 also. If you will take that, it will be lengthier process. For that sake I will keep the pi as it is. Okay, so for that sake what you have to do here, you have to take the constant. You have to write the constant as it is. That means 3 minus pi. Okay, so next step you have to take this down, 3x plus 1. Okay, so after that what you have to do here, so this is your first term of the dividend now. This is your first term of the divisor. So what you have to do, your next step is what? First term of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor, that is nothing but x. Okay, so now you can see here x, 1x will get cancelled. What is remaining? 3 minus pi into x, because 1x will get cancelled, isn't it? So now this is your second term of the quotient. Okay, so now the second term of the quotient I am going to write over here, that is 3 minus pi x. Okay, so after that what you have to do here, the same procedure, you have to multiply the second term of the quotient by the first and second term of the divisor. Okay, so when you will multiply this 3 minus pi into x, what you are going to get? 3 minus pi as it is. X into x is nothing but x square. Okay, so the next step is what here? 3 minus pi into x into pi. Okay, so now here what you can write? See, so here you can multiply. See here, I'll separately multiply this. The second term of the quotient is nothing but here 3 minus pi into x into the second term of the divisor is nothing but pi. Okay, so now what I will do, x I'll keep as it is. So here constant things are there, no, constant numbers. So these numbers I'll multiply. So when you'll multiply pi into 3, you are going to get 3 pi minus as it is. Pi into pi is nothing but pi square. Okay, so 3 pi minus pi square into x. So this one you have to write below the dividend, 3 pi minus pi square into x. So next step is what? You have to change the sign. So that means, see here, 3 minus pi x square, 3 minus pi x square will get cancelled. So what is remaining here? 3x minus 3 pi minus pi square. So now just see here, x. Okay, so I'll keep the x as it is now. As it is, I'll keep x. So when you will open the bracket, what are you going to get over here? 3. This 3 I'll write over here like this, as it is. Okay, so when you'll open the bracket, what are you going to get? Minus 3 pi. Minus into minus is nothing but plus pi square x. Okay, x. So now see here, understood this step, 3 as it is, x keep as it is. Okay, so 3, after that when you will open this bracket, you have to take this minus side inside, isn't it? So minus 3 pi, minus into minus is plus, after that pi square. Okay, x as it is. So plus 1. So I have taken this one down. Okay, so after that what you have to do again, this is your first term of the dividend and this is your first term of the divisor. The same procedure you have to follow here also. So that is your first term of the dividend is nothing but here 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square, isn't it? X. So this is your first term of the new dividend and the first term of the divisor is nothing but here x, isn't it? So that x I am going to write over here. X and x will get cancelled. What is remaining? 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square. So this term is your third term of the quotient. Okay, so that is 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square. Okay. So after that what you have to do here again, the same procedure you have to follow here also. That is the third term of the quotient multiplied by the first term of the divisor. The third term of the quotient multiplied by the second term of the divisor. Okay, so when you multiply this 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square into x. So you are going to get 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square into x. Same thing you are going to get, isn't it? So after that plus, so now here you can see when you will multiply this, what are you going to get? 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square into pi, isn't it? 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square into pi. Okay, when you will change the sign, you are going to, you can cancel this term. Okay, so after that you can see here 1 is there and minus these things are there, right? So what you can do here, first thing is what, you know, you just simplify this separately. Okay, then you can easily understand this. That means see here, your first term is 1, right? Here 1 is there and minus, which term is there here? 3 minus 3 pi plus pi square into pi, isn't it? So this term is there, right? So we'll simplify this here separately. 1, when you'll open this bracket. So first do one thing, before going to open this bracket, just multiply this pi to all the numbers. So what are you going to get here? 3 into pi is nothing but 3 pi. So minus 3 pi into pi is nothing but 3 pi square plus pi square into pi is nothing but pi cube. Okay, so now it is the time to open the bracket. So 1 minus 3 pi, so minus into minus is plus 3 pi square, minus into plus is nothing but minus pi cube. Okay, so 1 minus 3 pi plus 3 pi square minus pi cube. Okay, so what you are going to get as the remainder? 1 minus 3 pi plus 3 pi square minus pi cube. So this is your remainder. So this is your remainder. So now you have to verify this by the remainder theorem, isn't it? So after verification you should get the answer as this. Okay, the remainder should be same. I hope you understood this. Just take a glance of it. Okay, so now we will verify this by using the remainder theorem. So first what you have to do, you have to find the zeros of polynomial of the divisor. That means x plus pi is equals to 0. So x will be is equals to minus pi. Okay, so this value what you got here, this value you have to substitute in the dividend. That means p of x is equals to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay, so after that what you have to do, p of minus pi is equals to minus pi the whole cube plus 3 into minus pi the whole square plus 3 into minus pi plus 1. Okay. So this will be is equals to, you know, right? So here minus pi cube is there. So you can see here minus pi into minus pi into minus pi. So what are you going to get here? So minus into minus is plus. Okay. Minus into minus is plus. So pi into pi is pi square into minus pi. Plus into minus is minus. Pi square into pi is pi cube. That means minus pi cube. So here you can write directly minus pi cube. So here also the same thing, but 3. So here minus pi square is there, right? Minus pi the whole square is there. That means minus into minus is plus, isn't it? Directly pi square. So here plus into minus is minus 3 pi plus 1. So you can see here, you can verify the remainder. So what you got over here? 1 minus 3 pi plus 3 pi square minus pi cube. So first you can see here minus pi cube plus 3 pi square plus 3 pi square minus 3 pi plus 1. Okay. So now the verification by remainder theorem. So when you are doing the verification by remainder theorem, then also you are getting the answer as same. Okay. What you got in the long division. Okay. So now let us see the next problem. That is fifth problem. Okay. Your fifth problem is nothing but here the divisor is 5 plus 2x. So you have to write the divisor as here 2x plus 5. Okay. So the same dividend you have to consider, that is nothing but, what is your dividend? X cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. So now here you can see when your first term of the dividend is nothing but here x cube and first term of the divisor is nothing but here 2x. So when you will divide this, what are you going to get? X cube by 2x. X cube means x into x divided by 2x. That means x and x will get cancelled. X into x is nothing but x square divided by 2. So what you got, the term over here, this is your first term of the quotient, that is x square divided by 2. Okay. So now the first term of the quotient multiplied by the first term of the divisor and the second term of the divisor. So see here, when you will multiply this, the first term of the quotient, that is x square by 2 multiplied by the first term of the divisor. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. What is remaining? X cube, isn't it? So this you have to write below the dividend. So the next step is you have to multiply the first term of the quotient to the second term of the divisor. That means what you have to do? X square by 2 into 5. Okay. So what are you going to get now? 5 into x square is nothing but 5x square divided by 2. Okay. So this you have to write below the dividend. 5x square by 2. Okay. So the next step is what? You have to change the sign. X cube will get cancelled. So now here what you can see, the numbers you have to consider, that is 3 and minus 5 by 2, isn't it? So what is there here? 3x square minus 5 by 2, the x square is there, right? So what you have to do again? Consider the numbers. 3 2s are 6, x square cross multiplication minus 5x square divided by 2. So this will be is equals to 6 minus 5 is nothing but 1, right? X square divided by 2. So that I am going to write over here, that is x square by 2 plus 3x plus 1. Okay. So now this is your first term of the dividend, first term of the divisor. Okay. So when you are considering this, just consider now first term of the dividend is nothing but x square by 2 and the first term of the divisor is nothing but 2x, isn't it? So what you have to do now, x square by 2, here 2x is there, no, nothing is there, here nothing is there means you have to consider it as 1. So it will go up means it will become 1 divided by 2x. Okay, so x square into 1 is nothing but x square, 2 2s are 4, x as it is. So now you can see here x square means x into x, 4x. X and x will get cancelled. What is remaining? X by 4. Okay. So now this x by 4 is your second term of the quotient. Okay. So second term of the quotient you have to write over here x by 4. So after that what you have to do? This x by 4 is your second term of the quotient. That term you have to multiply by the first term of the divisor, and the second term of the quotient again multiplied by the second term of the divisor. That is nothing but x by 4 into 2x, isn't it? So what you have to do now? X by 4 is your second term of the quotient multiplied by the first term of the divisor, isn't it? What you are going to get? 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. X into x is nothing but x square, and what is remaining in the denominator? 2. So this x square by 2 I am going to write here below the dividend. Okay. So after that again the same procedure. The second term of the quotient you have to multiply by the second term of the divisor. So what is your second term of the quotient? X by 4, and second term of the divisor is nothing but 5, isn't it? So now what you are going to get when you multiply? X into 5 is nothing but 5x divided by 4, that you have to write over here. Okay. So the next step is you have to change the sign. So just cancel this. What are you going to get again? What is remaining? 3x minus 5x by 4. So just cross multiply this. What you are going to get? 4 3s are 12. 12x minus 5x divided by 4. Okay, 12 minus 5 is nothing but 7. 7x divided by 4. So the answer is here 7x divided by 4 plus 1. Again the same procedure. This is your new dividend now. Okay, this is your divisor. So what you have to do now? The first term of the dividend, that is nothing but the first term of the dividend. So what is your first term of the dividend? 7x divided by 4 divided by the first term of the divisor, that is 2x. Okay, so now I told you here nothing is there means you have to consider it as 1. So when it will go up, 7x by 4 is there, right? Into when it will go up, 1 divided by 2x. X and x will get cancelled. What is remaining? 7 divided by 4 2s are 8. Okay, so now this is your third term of the quotient. 7 divided by 8. Okay. So now what you have to do here? 7 divided by 8 is your third term of the quotient, right? So this you have to multiply by the first term of the divisor, and this you have to multiply by the second term of the divisor. So what you have to do now? 7 by 8 into 2x. Okay. So now you will see now 7 by 8 into 2x. So 7 2s are 14. 14x divided by 8, isn't it? So 14x in the sense here you can see 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are 14. Okay, 7 by 4x is your answer. So that you have to write below the dividend. Okay, plus 7 by 8 into 5. See here. Third term of the quotient multiplied by the second term of the divisor. 7 by 8 into 5. 7 5s are 35 divided by 8. So that you have to write again below the dividend. Okay. So now just change the sign. Just cancel this. So what is remaining? 1 minus 35 divided by 8. Cross multiply this. 8 ones are 8. 8 minus 35 divided by 8. Okay. So when you'll subtract this, bigger number sign is here, minus. 35 minus 8 is nothing but 27 divided by 8. Okay. So the answer is, the remainder is here 27 minus 27 divided by 8. Just see this problem once again. Okay. So now we will verify this by using the remainder theorem. So in order to verify by using the remainder theorem, first you have to consider the divisor, that is 2x plus 5, and equate it to 0. Okay. So now what you have to do, 2x will be is equals to, here plus 5 is there, right? So it will go here, means what it will become? Minus 5. So x will be is equals to minus 5, here into sign is there, multiplication, it will come here, means it will become division. So divided by 2. So x is equals to minus 5 divided by 2. So this value you have to substitute into the dividend. That is P of x is equals to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So P of minus 5 by 2. In place of x you have to put minus 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 the whole cube plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 the whole square plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 plus 1. Okay. So now what you have to do now, this will be is equals to minus 5 the whole cube. So now see here, minus 5 the whole cube is there, no? So minus into minus is plus, plus into minus again minus. Okay, 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125 divided by 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So you have to multiply this 5 3 times, you are going to get 125. You have to multiply this 2 3 times, you are going to get 8. Okay, plus 3 as it is. So now see here, minus 5 the whole square, minus into minus is always plus. Okay. So now 5 5s are 25, 2 times you have to multiply. Here 2 2s are 4 plus, so here you can see plus into minus is minus. 5 3s are 15 divided by 2 plus 1. So this will be is equals to minus 125 divided by 8 plus, so you can see here 25 3s are what you are going to get. So 23 5s are 75 divided by 4 minus 15 by 2 plus 1. So now just take the LCM. So LCM of 8, 4, 2 and 1 I have removed in my previous video also. So we are going to get 8, right? The LCM of 8, 4 and 2. So for that say 125 divided by 8. Here see, already it is 8, no need to change. 75 divided by 4. See here, if you multiply which number, you are going to get 8 over here. You have to see. So that means if you will multiply by 2, you are going to get 8. So the same number you have to multiply to the numerator also. Here 15 divided by 2 is there. So you can see 2 is there, right? So to which number you will multiply means you are going to get the value as 4. 8. 2 4s are 8. Okay. So the same number you have to multiply to the numerator. Plus 1. See here, 1 divided by 1. Okay, nothing is there means divided by 1. So which number you will multiply means you are going to get 8. 8. Right. So 1 8s are 8. The same number you have to multiply to the numerator. So next thing is what? Minus 125 plus 75 2s are 150 minus 15 4s are 60 plus 8 1s are 8. So here the denominator is same, 8, right? So now we can see this, subtract this, 150 and minus 125 is there, right? So what you are going to get here? Plus So just see this, which is the bigger number sign over here, plus 25, right? When you will subtract this, you are going to get 25 minus 60 plus 8 divided by 8. So now you can see which is the bigger number sign, minus, right? So 60 minus 25 is nothing but minus 35 plus 8 divided by 8. So when you will subtract this, you are going to get minus 27 divided by 8. So this is nothing but our remainder. Okay. So see this. So your next question here is, find the remainder when x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a is divided by x minus a. So here you can use long division method also, you can use the remainder theorem also. So now here in this video I am going to use remainder theorem over here. So first, in order to find in order to use the remainder theorem, first you have to find the zeros of polynomial of x minus a. That means this is the divisor now, right? So x minus a, you have to equate it to 0. So x will be is equals to a. Here minus a is there, no? It will come here, means it will become plus a. So this a you have to substitute to the dividend. That is nothing but here the dividend is x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. So this will be is equals to, in place of x you have to substitute here a, p of a. So here also a cube minus a into a square plus 6 into a minus a. So this will be is equals to a cube means a to the power 3 minus a into a square is nothing but a cube. Here 2 times, here 1. So when you add this, you are going to get 3, right? A cube. Plus 6 into a is nothing but 6a minus a. So here a cube and a cube will get cancelled. 6a minus a is nothing but here 5a. So here the remainder is nothing but 5a. Okay. So we'll see the third problem now. The third problem is, you have to check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x or no. Okay, so now tell me, see here, if suppose this 4 is the factor of 2, isn't it? So how you can easily consider, because you can see when you will divide this, 2 2s are 4. You are going to get the remainder as 0. Then we can say that this 4 is the factor of 2, isn't it? So similarly, what you have to do here, you have to check whether this is a factor of this, right? So what you have to do now, you have to consider this 3x plus 7. So you have to equate it to 0. Okay. So you have to check whether this is a factor of this. That means you have to consider this as a divisor. You have to find the zeros of polynomial of this now. Okay. So now 3x will be is equals to minus 7. Here plus 7 is there. No, it will come here, means minus 7. So after that you can see here x will be is equals to minus 7. Here into 3 is there. No, it will come here, means divided by 3. Minus 7 by 3. So this minus 7 by 3 you have to substitute to this value. Okay. So now here the p of x is nothing but 3x cube plus 7x. P of minus 7 by 3 will be is equals to 3 into minus 7 by 3 the whole cube plus 7 into minus 7 by 3. Okay, so if the remainder, whatever you are getting here, if the remainder is not 0, then it is not a factor of that. If the remainder is 0, you can say that 7 plus 3x is a factor of this. Okay, so for that sake, just we'll simplify this 3 into. So just see here, I told you, right, minus 7 the whole cube. When you will multiply the number 3 times, you are going to get here again minus sign. Okay, so 3 minus 7 cube. 7 cube in the sense 7 into 7 into 7. You are going to get 343 divided by 3 to the power 3 is nothing but 27. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So minus into plus into minus is nothing but minus. 7 sevens are 49 divided by 3. Okay. So now this will be is equals to, here you can see, you can cut this, 3 ones are 3 nines are, isn't it? So what is remaining here? Minus 343 divided by 9 minus 49 by 3. So now the LCM of 3 and 9 is 3 ones are 3 threes are 3 ones are. So LCM of 3 and 9 is nothing but 9. Okay. So you have to make the denominator as 9 now. So minus 343 divided by 9. Here the denominator is already 9. So no need to change. Minus 49 divided by 3. So what you have to do? You have to make the denominator 9. In order to make the denominator 9, which number you have to multiply? So 3 3s are 9. The same number you have to multiply to the numerator. So this will be is equals to minus 343 divided by 9 minus 147 divided by 9. Okay. So when you will add this minus minus minus, when you will add this you are going to get 490 divided by 9. Okay. So at last what you can write here, the remainder, since the remainder P of minus 7 by 3, okay, not equals to 0. Okay. So the remainder what you are getting here, it is not equals to 0, isn't it? Hence 7 plus 3x is not a factor of 3x cube plus 7x. Okay. See this now.